This video is for educational purposes only. The trades shown are based on my own decisions. Do not copy trade. Always do your own research.
Merry Christmas, guys. Welcome to memecoin Bootcamp Part 5. My name is Sharo, and in this series, I'm going to show you how to turn a 10-sol port without motion on docks, always changing the wallet, how to turn the 10-sol into a couple hundred throughout the next 50 to 100 whatsoever episodes. If you missed one of the last episodes, please go back, because throughout the last 4 episodes, I've explained the basics, going through how to fund your wallet, how to trade on GMGN, how to sign up, how to identify bundles, etc, etc, etc. In this episode, besides having a 30 to 60 minutes trading session, I'm gonna go over and answer some of your questions. Let's just start with the first question here. He asked, the biggest problem for me is patience. If I don't see a suitable coin or setup, I feel FOMO creeping in. When people say this game is 80% emotions, they aren't kidding. And that is 100% right. Yeah, you have to have nerves of steel, which I guess is sense because some top traders in the span of 8 hours will only make like 8 to 10 trades. If that, you have to be really fast and good to be trading consistency on new pairs. I need to get used to it. In reality, I find that if I relax more, I find better entries. That comment is 100% true, and I wanna just let you guys know in this trading session, especially starting off with the 10 sol slowly creeping up to 20, 30 sol, I do scalp a lot of low tier narratives. So if you see me buying a coin, just going for the couple hundred, for like maybe a 1.5, 2x, it doesn't mean that is the best coin ever. It just means it gives me a good setup. And for the trenches, there are actually maybe 2 or 3 really good A-tier narratives a day. So a lot of traders actually don't scalp. They sit here for 8 hours straight, waiting for 1, maybe 2 coins that are 100% bond worthy and 100% worth a couple 100K market cap, and they only trade those. I personally, when I run up a small port, I really like to scalp low tier narratives. That doesn't mean you have to do that, but of course, I'm going to show you how to make the most money out of the trenches. And that, of course, includes trading D-tier narratives. Next question. Osen Mente asked, how do you figure out if it's a friendly bundle or a bad bundle that's going to liquidate you? And that is a question that has been asked, I don't know, 50 to 100 times. And that's actually a pretty tricky one, because it involves experience. And this experience you will only get by trading over and over and over again. And trust me, I've been liquidated in so many trades, and it still happens to this day that I still get sometimes pretty fucked on these bundles. But as longer you trade, you will start to notice, oh, these wallets or this chart pattern, this looks pretty friendly, like a friendly bundle. I'm actually going to play with it, because there's a misconception in trading that bundles are always bad, and it's not the case. Sometimes you actually have pretty decent bundles that let you slide in and let you make money. Just make sure to keep on watching the bootcamps, because throughout the trading sessions, we will face more and more bundled coins besides all the organic coins and that we're gonna play with, trade with, and maybe even get liquidated on. So next question from Seni. I have a very small port, less than 1 sol. Can you advise me on a strategy to use? I personally think if you really want to make it in meme coins, you have to understand that at the start you will be losing, and that is a harsh reality. If you go to day trading, if you go to forex trading, if you go to meme coins, attention token trading, whatever it is, at the start you are going to lose. That's completely normal. And trust me, when I started new pairs, it took me like 2 months to get profitable, and I burned through a lot of money to get to the point where I'm in right now. So at the start, use money that you are afford to lose. So but at least start with something that matters to you. Because if you start with 0.001 sol, like you trade with $1, it's going to be really hard to learn from your mistakes because you don't care about the money. So let's say you have a normal 9-to-5 job, you make a couple thousand a month, whatever it is, you have maybe some saves up. I always recommend to start at least with 1 sol. And you're probably gonna burn through that 1 sol. Trade with 0.1 sol and try to get a lot of trades in and try to see, okay, what works good for me? What is my strategy? How can I be profitable? You will be burning through the first, the second, and probably even the third or fourth or fifth port once so that you charge up, and slowly you will be getting profitable. There's no case. It doesn't matter who tells you you're not going to be profitable on the first day. You're not going to be profitable on the second day, and probably not on the second week. I really like to refer as like to piano players. If you want to be a really good piano player, what does keep you from being a good piano player? And it is repetition. The longer and the more often you do it is the only way to get to the point where you want to be. And it's the same with trading. The more you do it, the more experience you gain, the better you get. So with that being said, there are a couple comments. If you have more questions, feedback, whatsoever, please, after this video, go down below and just ask me anything. Give me feedback. Tell me what I need to include in the next episodes. And let's get straight to the trading part. So here we can see we're again on GMGN, the terminal I'm using right now. The link is down below. Do not click any other links. This is the terminal I'm using right now. I'm also a partner with. They do not have any secret fees. They're not gonna steal your money. They have been in the game for years and years and years. They're one of the oldest platforms out there. They're 100% trustable. We have 18.28 SOL funded up. So we're up about 8.28 SOL in the last couple trading episodes, which is really good if you think about it. We're only trading 30 to 60 minutes per episode. And now let's get straight into it. We see again, we're slightly off the EU hours. So we're like 2 hours before they really start, the dead hours start. So we still have a lot of Americans as well online that are known for fast trading. So we're trading a bit more competitively, but that isn't our problem. So we're going to go ahead and actually, I'm going to hide the tokens that are already, there was one that are a bit older. And of course, we see the first token. What is that? Neopets. See again, Capsi in the token. I actually know the narrative. It's has been bonded a year ago. Origin of cryptocurrency. Before Bitcoin, there was a Neopet marketplace, the first digital economy. I know it for a fact. I have heard about it. Seems to be a bit of a supply control, just breaking 18K. First, we do, let me just check the bubble maps. We see the holders. There is a bundle in there, but it's not a rug pull. I'm pretty sure bubble maps looks fine. And I know we're actually going to take a trade instantly on this probably if we are getting an entry. We see there are a couple wallets, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that have been funded on the same marketplace. So there is a bundle in there. There's a community as well. If we check the community, let me see. They have posted the CA in there. Yep. This is the CA. So let's actually find an entry, maybe a little bit more of a dip. And we're going to be going into this coin. Taking my entry here actually. Ready to DCA a bit down because we're of course being a bit high here. Okay, we're in at an average entry of 14K market cap. We see Capsi is out, having a bundle in there, of course, being ready to cut losses instantly. Seems like the bundle actually unloaded. We do not see these wallets here. Yeah, we do not see them. And we're again pretty lucky having a KOL buy on top of us. We checked Neopets. Has it bonded before? Not that I see. There's something from 327 days ago, which is not that interesting in us. He's actually blasting a lot, this guy. Bandit, a KOL. Good KOL has been performing lately really well. Of course, I know that from my experience in the trenches. going here from maybe a 2x scalp. I'm not sure if it's a bond-worthy narrative, but we have a good entry. Just going to see how it moves out, already up $100. The bundle is out. The wallet that has been funded from the same Bybit that I've just mentioned, they probably sold all the way here. Seems to be that the coin is actually breaking out good. So let's give it some time and see what happens. Otherwise, besides this coin, I also don't see anything that is that new on our final stretch tab. Let's take a look. Of course, hovering over our sell initials part, if we get a big breakout here. 1.5x right now. Breakout. Taking my initials here. Wow. Just jumped in instantly, a good trade. Taking the initials. What I really like to do, I can't really show you guys the community here because my X account is right now suspended. But looking at the com, we see there's a lot of, the developer put a lot of work into it. He wrote a whole thesis. Before Bitcoin, there was Neopets, the first digital economy that accidentally turned into kids into degens. So blah, blah, blah. He did a lot of thesis, which makes the coin always a bit more bullish. I really like that. I'm a big fan of community coins, of OG projects, and especially if the coin is, if the developer, the community admin is giving a lot of time and effort in it. We see a lot of posts here. I will blend them in right now. Looks very good. DEX has also been just paid, meaning that on the DEX screener that we've talked about in last episode has just been updated. So we can go here and see the informations. C is on. There is an icon edited. There is a banner edited. We see already some people are talking about it. Might actually be a bonder. I would say this is a C to B tier narrative, not an A tier narrative, not an S tier narrative, but definitely a coin that could go higher. We see there are there's one KLN, which is quite known for holding a bit longer. Cupsy, of course, as you can see here, scalped the chart, just as we know him. Going back to final stretch, checking, is there any other token people might bid up? Seeing this is a fake rug pull, same rule, spawned at 14k market cap. We're just gonna hide the developer. Let's see if we can break through the 35k market cap line. I think we actually might, but I'm gonna take 25% more off just to be safe. Looking at new pairs, there's another easy to spot. Do not even check the holders. We see it's a rug pull. Hiding the DEF and the third token. This one looks wheel IQ. Why does the official Solana Labs GitHub have a sex the whole called IQ in the files? Not really gonna look into that because I don't think it's that big of a coin compared to this coin. And we see we're breaking higher, and I'm taking another 25 here, up $300 already on this trade. Really good. Having still $176 in this trade. Just going, as I said, 1.5x, 2x, scalping the way up, just being calm. We're trying to grow our port. We're not doing big trading sessions. If we get opportunities like these where we say, oh, okay, this actually might bond, this actually might run really hard, that gives us an edge of having safe 2x scalps, 1.5x scalps, and that is what we want. We're having a small port. Why would we instantly go for, okay, I buy this here and I'm going to hold it till at least bonding and then maybe 100k market cap? Why would we do that? Even though we have the edge, like I have the edge of saying, okay, the chance of this bonding is really high. Is there? Yes. But we are a small port trader and we're trying to multiply our port first, 2 and 3x. And then when the 10 sol port is at 25, 30 sol, we can start, okay, let me buy 2 sol and let me take my initials at a 3x and then see if it goes higher, then take slowly slowly out up there and then maybe even leave a moon back there. But as long as we have a small port, we're chilling, we're scalping. Chart looks really bullish. We have 1 KL, so there's plenty for more KLs that could bring more motion to this chart. It looks very organically. The bundle that was initially in here sold off as we bought in, so we are in really good hands here. We see ICO also getting a lot of motion. Let me just do some research. She has never been tokenized. Let me check the GitHub. Solana Labs seems to be real. Solana Labs has also been known for having a ton of pictures in there, edited by a ton of people. So not really sure how bullish this is. And we're not going to go from trade to trade. Looks interesting, but it looks bundled. 61 holders. The chart looks a bit weird. Let's check the bubble maps. Seeing a 7% cluster and a 4% cluster. And oh my god, look at Neopets. So there was a bundle in there. I didn't see that coming. See that sell-off? That is huge. Let me just see. Is the community deleted, or was this maybe actually just a full bundle sell-off? Wow. And that is why you guys take your initials, especially as a low port trader. We took our initials, and even with this, whatever rug pull this was, 75% downtrend. I'm actually going to go ahead and close this trade here. 75% retrace, 77% rug, or whatever bundle has sold here. We took our initials. We don't care. We are safe. Wow. Also, I haven't really looked at the chart. We could have actually closed our position really fast here and avoid and maybe make another $50 out of this chart. This chart, by the way, it might actually retrace because now the bundle is out. Maybe it runs organically or they rebundle it whatsoever, but we take those free money. Wow, first trade of the day, and I did not see that it was that bundled, but apparently it was. But we took our initials. We are safe. Let's see if it actually reruns. But I'm actually going to take a step back from this chart. Looking at IQ now, it's breaking out. The coin that we just looked at, Neopets, it rocked or whatsoever happened here. I can't really explain it to you guys, which means this token gets a lot of volume because people rotate from the other coin into this coin. They see, oh, this coin just fucked me. Let me see. Oh, there's another one. Let's check this out. So ICO. There's not a name to this. There's actually a named Sextol. It's pretty interesting. Just careful with the bundle here, which makes it a bit iffy for me, especially the first initial chart movement. I think it's a C tier, maybe D tier narrative. Wherever for scalp, if we have gotten the 10K entry, yeah. You see Neopets is slowly recovering, but I'm kind of interested in the ICO one, even though I see there is a cluster in there. Even though it's a D tier narrative, it gives me an opportunity to make money. So maybe we get like a big dip to 12K. If not, I'm not going to scalp this narrative, I'm pretty sure. Let's just wait a moment. See if we get the scalp entry. And you see shitty narratives, and we still make money on those. We scalp them, we take our initials. And if I wouldn't have taken my initials, stop loss at my entry, be above my entry, so you cannot lose. Finding the perfect entry is your number one priority in trading. If you don't have a good entry, do not touch the coin. It is that easy. Don't have the good entry, don't touch the coin. You are here to scalp your way up to 3x your port, and then you can also trade without having a good entry. If it's, of course, a D to B tier narrative. If it's an A or S tier narrative, the entry doesn't really matter because you know it's going to send. We do not have had an S tier narrative in this episode yet, though, that I caught, or an A tier narrative. So Yeah. Neopets creeping around 17. Let's see ICO. I kind of want to scalp this chart. Kind of missed it at 10K. The bundle looks interesting. So filled with money. So it might be a rich bundle, might be whatsoever. Is it a bond-worthy narrative? I don't really know. Is it a scalp-worthy narrative? Maybe. Within good entry. But might also look like a crash game. Keeping our eyes on this, we're just going to be waiting for something new. Maybe. Also, we're still having our filters on. A lot of questions on that in the last video. Filters, max 15 minutes, 9K market cap at least. We can actually go ahead and put it on 8.5K market cap because the Solana price dropped a lot. And we are always trading with the dollars in terms of Solana. And the lower Solana gets, the market cap of the coin spawning is also going lower. So 8.5, at least 2 cells on the chart, and that's it. ICO not really giving me the entry I want. Seems to be sending. So at 10K, we would have actually got nearly a 2x. Wow. Interesting. Seeing another token here, retard mess. Not even going to look into that. Some Christmas idiot. Deref. Numbers capital market. This cycle, some of the biggest runners have been numbers 1, 4, 8, 6, 7, etc. Now we have 4, 2. Every month we have a new number. Looking at this, we see it's a bundle. All the holders, no money, weird chart movement. As soon as we buy, it's going to shoot to 0. We're going to go ahead and hide the developer. ICO at 21K. Wow, seems to be, even though it's a DC tier narrative, getting good motion. And there, ooh, big sell-off. I'm going to take ahead and take this entry here. If it shoots lower, instantly cutting our profits. Just going to scoop up the dip here. Maybe this was the bundle sell-off. Bought 1.5 Solana. Might dip lower. Let's check the bubble maps. Yeah, it seems to be the 6.8 whatever % cluster that we had in there sold a lot here. Knowing it's not the best tier narrative, so if it dips lower, we probably gonna cut. Okay, let's scoop up a bit more, lower. If it does not retrace from here, we are probably going to be out. But I think it might get a retracement, giving us maybe a 50% scalp option. As we know, shit tier narrative, not the best one. It is in the GitHub. Let's wait. Is it going to go and give us a scalp option, or are we going to sell? She's going to go ahead and put a sell order right here. I'm not going to put a sell order. Okay, free. Last DCA. If it dips lower, we just have to cut here. And take the loss. Ooh, that hurts. $80 loss. Really try to scalp it. Annoying. Anyways, as you can see, especially when you sculpt these shitty narratives, you see you win, you lose some, and it is a risky game. It is a risky game, and I know. And I've been getting a lot of comments about that. Hey, why are you teaching people to scalp shitty narratives? I make money on those. I'm going to be honest. Even though, till this day, on trading on my main wallet, I make money scalping and trading shitty narratives. That is what I do. That is how I scale a port. And for me, scalping some shitty narratives, making a couple $100 a day, as soon as you actually learn how to scalp them and have a positive win rate, because it's not about winning every single trade. If you go ahead and say, okay, I'm only going to buy A or S tier coins, fine. Sit here 8 hours a day, put your hands below your ass, sit on your hands, and wait for one coin a day that is an S tier narrative or A tier narrative. And you're going to be having a higher win rate, like 70%, maybe 80%. Yes. For me, as a scalper on low tier narratives, of course, if there's a high tier narrative, we're going to hold and play it till bonding or even higher. But what a lot of people like to do, or a lot of people are interested in, how can I make fast money? That's what they want, right? They want to have, okay, how can I sit down and just make money? And that is scalping even the shitty tier narratives, but you have to have a positive win rate. Get a 40% win rate, get a 50% win rate, get a 60% win rate with a good return. And in the long run, even with scalping on D tier narratives, you're going to be profitable. Going back, we see memecoin, easy bundle. Do not even have to look into that. Dev Neopets here, still at the bottom. Is it going to retrace? I don't know. I'm going to hide it because I want to find something good. Popcat. Ooh, interesting. We have a dev token that launched something that went high. No info on the coin. Let's search for the CA. Popcat. There's no socials attached. Do we have any info? I'm trying to search the CA on X, but I don't see it posted anywhere. The coin was sniped very high because the dev token has 2 migrations out of 9 created tokens at 22% migration rate. That is why it got sniped up to $18,000 market cap, and then the dev sold. So do we see the CA getting posted anywhere? No, but I'm going to leave this token unhidden just in case there is something. So Elon coin currently at 1.5 million is on Radium. Elon owns 0% of, is not affiliated with it. Doesn't it make sense to send the official Elon token on pump? I'm sending in 10% of the supply on his doxed wallet, Elon official token at 15K market cap. We actually see Elon owns 10%. Let's actually take a look and see if that is true. Is there a Radium coin about Elon that is that high? I'm not seeing it. It's currently at Elon coin at 1.5 mil. I don't see it. Maybe I'm blind, but I think it's slop. So I'm gonna actually hide, because I think the thesis is just wrong. I'm gonna hide the token. See another coin here, straight up bundle. Let's not talk about it. I do not have to explain it again. We see holders, all zero motion, zero balance. We see weird chart movement. We go ahead and hide the developer. Let's wait for the next token and try to get again to our daily target of $300. We want to have $300 a day, which is about $300-ish a day, which will end up having, if you trade like this every day, $10,000 a month. For me personally, that is already a big achievement. I don't know the average wage in your country, but $300 a day is a lot of money. So let's take a look and wait for another narrative. Maybe we find something that is a bit better, and then, yeah, let's see. Now we see here a post by a big account Billy, known to be associated to Dogecoin, giving a lot of chaos initial motion. I hope it's a PS5. It's a meme he just posted a minute ago. It got pumped up really quick. Interesting. You see Cupsy in this token having probably a lot of supply. Takes us 1 second to look at the bubble maps and we will see him having 5%. I think that's him, or there's another well over 5%. Seeing bandit sell-off here. Cupsy still being in the token. This is pretty much a tweet play, but a pretty memeable thing as well. I think I'm gonna gamble on it. It's a tweet play, D-tier narrative, we're in EU market. Oh, there he's out. I bought Cupsy's sell at 7K market cap, very, very, very low. Only with 1 Solana. If it's going lower, I'm taking my loss. Banded out. Okay, last try. Let's see if free. If it touches this line, probably gonna get out. We're in with 1.25 Solana at 7K market cap. Really, really risky trade here. It's not the best narrative. It's a tweet play, so people that follow the account will see it and will maybe buy the meme coin about it. Rapdog, WDog. Don't know how high it could go. Ideally, it actually breaks out of this 12K zone and then gets a bit more buys. Our average holding here, 7K. Somebody just bought 5 Solana. Interesting. High risk trade, but high reward. That's why I bought. We see all the KOLs got out and organic buys just start to pour in. I have no idea if this really could go. As I said, a bit of a gamble. Let's see if it breaks higher here or not. I would love to have another fat candle up where I could instantly take my initials just to take the risk out of this coin. 12K. Fuck it, I'm gonna take out my initials so we have a risk-free trade. We see the distribute. So now, by the way, risk-free trade, we have 0.6 Solana in this. We cannot lose anymore on this. We see the distribution is a bit fucked. We see somebody holds 6. Let me refresh the site so everything is accurate. Somebody holds 6% of the supply, 6.7 actually, 5% of the supply. So the distribution, especially on the coins so early, the distribution is always a bit fucked because the coin just came out. People buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. Especially pre-bonding, the distribution is often really fucked. So for me here, pretty fast and pretty risky gamble, but high upside. So now we holded this at 70% profit, take the initials out because we know it's not a good narrative, right? So why should I keep taking the risk when I actually see, okay, I don't carry any risk anymore. So as we can see, the coin seems to be going to 0 now. Since it's still so low, I'm just gonna hold the profits in there for a second. Maybe it goes, maybe it does not go. We have a 5% holder in there, which is also kind of taking the chart hostage. Not a lot of people feel comfortable buying on top of that. But we have our initials out. No risk. So just before we keep looking at that, we'll quick look at the almost bonding, ASBOLs, bundle chart, hide the developer. Dude. What is... Actually, let me exit this trade. Take the $50 profits. And just go and just take the money. Shitty ass narrative, sculpted a bit. Next one. Dude, optimized GIF dude, profile picture, forced meme, insanely viral on 4chain meme character, 800 pages of dude memes. Seems to be a 4chain narrative. We see it's extremely bundled by KOLs. We see a couple of KOLs in. It's at 17K market cap. 4chan coins, always pretty good. If the lore is deep, especially we have Troll being so high. We had just had Anon being very high. All of these 4chan, this 4chan, by the way, is an old forum where a lot of memes came out. So we see it is actually a 4chan meme, which is pretty interesting, especially because they have a community and an account made to the community with a check mark. They have posted the CA in the com, I assume. Let me take a look. Yep, it is posted in the community. A banner was also made. Really interesting. It is a C tier narrative, C to B tier. Why? 4chan coins with a good bundle and a good team can perform really, really well, but it has to be executed the best way, and you never know that. So definitely a coin I would love to be in early on, like sub 10k market cap, if I would have really looked at my new pairs and not be stuck on that wrapped coin. But let's see, maybe we get an entry like a Cupsy sell-off. If I look at the bubble maps, the clusters, it's probably going to be full of clusters 5. There's another cluster X5, 4. We're pretty early on, which is normal with the clusters. Give me an entry at 14k and I'm 100% going to buy. Let's see. Not sure if I should be top blasting that coin. Was this bonded before? Let's do that trick. It was. Pump fun. 1, 2. So it's a rerun narrative that makes it more bearish, more bad. But they made a whole new artwork and stuff. A banner, posting a lot, an active account that could be really good. If it gives me a good entry, I'm willing to purchase into it. Let's see. 186 holders. You see 8.4% insider. Let's just wait a moment and see if we get like a nice entry. Come on. I don't want to fade it though, but I don't feel like buying here. It is a rerun, which is bearish for a lot of people. People like to buy something that has never been tokenized before. They like to go into narratives that are, there you go. Beautiful entry. Scalp took the entry at 11k with 1.5 Solana. Cupsy sold off. You see these KOLs that are just there. Look at this. He was in there at 5k market cap and he pumped it up, took his money out, and we know how a lot of these players move. So we got our entry at 11k. If he would have just held it, it might have just went higher and we would have faded the coin, but we were lucky here. He sold and gave us a beautiful opportunity to buy. Now with 1.5 sold, we're already up 50%. 11k, I'm pretty sure we can hold it at least to a 2x. Pretty sure it's gonna break out and go higher. If it's a bond-worthy narrative, I don't know. But especially with an account and all of that, and us having this entry, we're pretty good off. I'm pretty sure that we have a beautiful chance to make good money on this. 2x, and I would love to take my initials. That's the idea here. Having a lot of tabs open here. Let's see the account. Oh, there you go. Take the initials. Bang. Risk-free trade. Look at this beautiful dip hunting here. The account actively posting more. We're in good hands. There's also a Know Your Meme attached. Know Your Meme, really bullish for the trenches. A lot of meme coins that you've seen are listed on Know Your Meme. People like to go on Know Your Meme and see, oh, I've never heard of it, but let me check Know Your Meme. Is it a viral meme in some country? I don't know. Is it a viral meme? I maybe overlooked. It's going to be listed on Know Your Meme. There we can see the lore as well. It's a 4chan coin. Let's see. I think it actually breaks higher. We are risk-free out of this trade. We are still holding $184 in this, which is worth 1.5 Solana. Let's see. Do we want to hold it till bonding? I'm going to be honest with you. I am not sure because we're already up $257. If I take out my money right now, we have reached our daily profit target, but I think it is pretty safe to say that this coin has more to give. So we're gonna take our profits slowly out on the way up. We do not need to full stack the coin. So we're just gonna see. Maybe we go a bit higher. So C to B tier narrative is ran properly. So we have an account. He just posted another meme. He gives a like. Let's see. Come on. 200 holders now. Holders are increasing. Check the bubble maps. They should be a bit evened out. We still have one 3% cluster, 3.7. That is not too big. 4% not too big, which is fine. Let's see if we can go higher. Let's have to refresh here. Also, a lot of people ask me, how do I get this? You pretty much just, like, you have your transaction list here, you click here. Then you have it there, you click on the holders, you have the holders here, and the bubble maps is there. Come on. Give me another push, we take our profits and we call it a day, please. Come on. Let it break out. Take another 50% here. Didn't really get the top fill I wanted to, but it's fine. Have 0.852 Solana still in there, which is worth $100. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Next push, 30K market cap, I'm probably going to take my profits. I think this coin has a great potential of bonding, maybe even going higher. Maybe even flying whatsoever. Another 25% here. But as I said, we're slowly building our port. We got to be consistent with taking profits because the number one rule you have in the trenches is, look at this. You will never go broke by taking your profits. Your sell button is your friend. I'm taking my profit here. I'm actually ending the trade. I'm pretty bullish on this coin actually bonding. Let's be honest. Look how it's beautiful, slow cooking here. Looks like it might just get like a slow period bonding and then maybe even going higher. Who knows? But as I said, the sell button is your friend. And look at this. We started our trading session 30 minutes ago. We traded for 30 minutes. We had 3 profitable trades, 1 losing trade, and we are up $386, which is equal to 3 Solana. So in 30 minutes, I made 3 Solana. I made $386 undoxed, no motion on the wallet, in a dead market with some shitty ass narratives. The last narrative's pretty good. Not gonna lie, the first narrative, pretty good. So we have made some good money for episode 5. I think that was a pretty short trading session, but I'm taking my money, as I said, not over trading, reaching my daily goal. As I already told you, take yourself a goal, try to make some money, and that's what you want. You do not need to have the big wins. You do not need to grind for 10 hours plus. Of course, at the start, it's really what you want to do. You just want to sit there and learn and trade. But I tell you right now, if you reach your goal for the day, and either it's a time goal, you say, I want to trade for 7 hours, trade for 7 hours. But for me, my goal is make $300-ish for the first couple trading sessions, slowly grinding up my port till I 2 and 3x my port, and then take more risks. So beautiful trading session. And as I said in the start of the video, please go ahead, write all your questions, feedback. What do you want to know about meme coin trading, attention markets? What whatever it is, I'm going to answer all of your questions. And even the questions I'm not mentioning in the videos, I'm going to be answering in the comments. So I wish you guys a Merry Christmas, a beautiful time with your family, and I see you in the next episode.